Well, you see, for 4 consecutive years, I was the winner in the Rooster Poop Contest of Crown Point, Ohio.
This is me. Okay, wait, that's me. There we go. I go to Interlake High School, the best school ever. When I woke up on the first day of school, I was like, whoa, I can't wait to go to school today. So I got out of bed, and then I found out I'm gonna be late to school. So then my dad comes over and he's like, hey, take your time, you can't be late twice. And then I'm like, wow, thanks, Dad. So I get my toothbrush, my cereal, and I walk out the door. At this point, on the very first day, I started making my first changes. So keep in mind, I come to school all hyped and stuff, you know. I got my backpack, my pencils, and of course, my flat top. So I walk up to Interlake to have my first day of school.
Me and the Ohio player's gonna tell you about a worm. He's the funkiest worm in the world.
I can already hear you guys complaining.
Tyler, you're supposed to have changes in your presentation. This is not a story about your first day of school.
Relax. I got this. So, when I'm on my way to school, it finally hit me. It was here that I began to realize I'm not in middle school anymore. I actually have to dedicate myself to actually trying in school. And the first thing I did to start out was by making my first change. And that change was dedicating myself to being at school on time every day. And in the end, it paid off. I never missed a class, and as a result, it helped me in understanding the curriculum and talking to my teachers. So fast forward to 7th period because nothing interesting happens until then, where I meet my best AP Health teachers in the whole school, Miss Hecht and Mr. Shirey. So I take my seat at the desk and stuff and get all set up and everything, you know, I got my laptop and whatnot, and then Miss Hecht is like, okay class, make a mind map. And I'm like, what? What? And I'm like, what? I don't even know what a mind map is. And then she goes into this lengthy explanation about a mind map. So I come home, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? So I think, and think, and think. So you know what I do? Well, what every other teenager my age does, of course. I procrastinate. And you know what happened? I sucked. So, I dedicate more time to studying. And guess what? My grades got up. So I started to think, maybe there's a correlation between me working hard in high school and getting good grades. That was when I made my second change my freshman year in this part of the year. So I spent less time socializing and more time studying. And in the end, it paid off. I finished the semester with my first ever 4.0 GPA.
Oh, that's funky, that's funky. Like 9 cans of shaving powder, that's funky.
Fast forward to the middle of the year, and Miss Hecht is like, okay class, make a culture box. I know what you're thinking. I spent countless hours working on my culture box, dedicating all of my efforts and getting the best grade I could. So, did I? Nope! And then 2 weeks later, I found out the culture box is due in 3 days. So I spend time working, but I can't come up with many ideas. And then I started to think, what's important to me? And then I remembered, I like writing, I've done martial arts in kindergarten, and I like football. So I gave Miss Hex my culture box, and I did pretty well on it. At this point, I started to make my second change. I learned that if I work hard and show my teachers the respect they deserve, I get their respect back. So, I dedicated time to studying for exams, coming to tutorial for questions, and paying attention in class more often. And everything went well.
When he grabs his guitar and starts to pluck, everybody wants to get up and dance.
Until AP testing hit. And then I thought to myself, well, you can't fail the AP test if you don't take it. But I would never do that. So I studied my butt off, using the skills I developed over the course of the year. After a lot of studying, I walked into the test feeling confident.
Oh my God!
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
So that happened. After AP testing, I started making another change. But this time, it wasn't necessarily positive. I started to regress my study habits that I spent so long building. And they were all starting to crumble in the span of a couple of weeks. And you know what happened? my grades dropped. A lot. So I told myself, okay, Tyler, get it together. You can do this. So I did. At this point, I made my second change and understood that if I were to succeed in high school, I had to give 100% effort the entire year. And eventually, it paid off.
Don't stop now, honey, get down.
I can already hear you complaining.
Tyler, you're supposed to have continuity in your presentation. This is all changes.
Relax. I got this. So I'll give you your continuity. At the beginning of the year, I was a pain in the butt. But by the end of the year, I was an angel, a hard-working, dedicated student. Okay, fine. I was a pain in the butt at the beginning of the year, middle of the year, and the end of the year.
Oh, get it, baby.
But still, despite my often annoying antics, I'm able to balance my annoyingness and my hard-workingness, and so far it's working out for me. But I know that I still have a long way to go. So that's all, folks. Hope you enjoyed.
Okay, that's enough. Get out of here. Here you go, people. Listen to this. This is really funny. Get